Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Dolphins. The side coming into this one with a sterling 6-1 record. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt in the booth with you. Excited for this one. It's going to be punter Ryan Stonehouse who gets this thing underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd down, it's Penix. Rookie isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. 4th down, so the Dolphins are going to send out Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive.
35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Well, look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Brings up 2nd down.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Staying with Robinson. Jukes him, and now he's running free. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
That's good for a Falcon.
Penix here from the gun. Oh, what a stiff arm. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's another Falcons 1st down.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Pass cut, 9-yard line. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
21 yards. That's another Falcons.
Here's Robinson. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Penix working from the gun. And there was no first quarter. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And his start to the season has been special, hasn't it? The way he's played, it's no surprise at all that he's leading the NFL in passing. On first down, they're going to start out with A.J. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackled by Luke Ororo. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A-Chain on the inside give. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, it keeps that defense honest.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And the Dolphin first down.
Going play action, Tagovailoa buying some time left. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 36. Here's a screen for Achane. And they'll get him down right along the line. So no gain is how we'll end the opening quarter. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Waddle makes the catch. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Here's Tua again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa again. It's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big win.
And look at the damage, just a few yards on that game. Stopped by Chop Robinson.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Another carry for him. And he gets this forward to the 19. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
Another carry for Robinson. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
On the shotgun, Penix stepping up, and he's going to run. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal.
Penix now. Dumped off to his running back. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a second quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Kuhn is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 7.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the shotgun, a give to AJ. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they send him out of bounds right as he was coming up to that marker, Brock. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches. That's a 31.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This is complete to Waller. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
8-yard pickup. First down, Dolphins.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Dolphins at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. They are now set for 1st and 10. To throw, Tagovailoa. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Tagovailoa. He brings it in. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, making some of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Goes out of the pocket quick, and he'll get them enough for a first down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
That's good for our Falcons. First down.
Penix now on first down. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. All right, here we go. Second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. He can run it. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Penix to throw. He'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down. Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And this is looking fantastic. Wow, bounces just yards shy of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. He connects on the deep shot. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's caught left side by Hill. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Now Tagovailoa to throw. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Jalen Waddle. A gain of 14.
They're going to spike this one. No, wait, no, they're not spiking it. They're going to throw. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They can charge it and got there to take him down.
That's some 4 yards.
And wait, what's this? They fake a spike. Looking for somewhere to throw. Now he's forced out. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Second down carry for Achane. Himself for tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Achane. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Play made there by Clark Phillips. So gain 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, before the snap, you know right before the snap. You may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first.
Headed out right. Now here he goes again. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two. The defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this one's going to approach the 10, but looks like it's down right at the 13-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
Yeah. Gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Running it after the penalty. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
Brings up second down.
They'll stick with A-Chain. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out and gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Achane will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Throwing now on first down, Penix. They'll get this complete to Mooney. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
A gain of 4 brings up second down.
Penix working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10.
That's good for a Falcons. First down.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up second and inches. At the Dolphins.
On second down, Robinson. Along this sideline inside the 25. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for a first and goal. Big play sets him up pretty here with first and goal from the 5.
That's good for a Falcons.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. In for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Who with the extra point. And the Falcons tie this game at 21. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Tagovailoa on first down. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is...
That one's caught at the 10-yard line. There it is, touchdown Miami.
Touchdown.
The Dolphins take a fourth-quarter lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 21.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready for their next possession. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. On first down, here's Penix. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
Smith there defensively.
Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. First down, here's Tua. Taken in by Hill, right side. And blocked out along the 25-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Another catch for Waddle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense. Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here's Tua again. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. Here he is on 3rd and long. That's Hill on the slant. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
Falcons 21.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. On the move, headed right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for a Falcons 1st down.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense in the hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 6 now. He's got London left side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
1st and 10 are under Robinson. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle. No gain on
Penix here from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, Penix. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Sets up 4th down.
Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons losing by 14.
First and 10 at the
Down a couple of
13-yard
scores,
line.
but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Penix is going to throw again. He brings it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
6-yard pickup brings up second down at the Dolphins.
It's Penix yet again. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
On the end zone.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Oh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
Desperation time here on fourth. That's cut beyond the marker. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons now within 1 score in the fourth.
The Falcons will
He has to throw.
two-point conversion.
It was real close, but they got to him just in time. He's shoved out at the 1, and they're denied the 2 points. Whenever you're throwing for 2, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone, because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. A-Chain again. That should clinch the win for the Dolphins. That's enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as a
So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill,